get out my slick board. And I know this is kind of an unproduced type episode here where we don't have a lot of flash and I'm not really showing a lot on the screen besides me. I don't want to expose this guy's contract. It's a real contract. It's really signed. All right, but I do want to talk about the numbers. Okay, so let me get this. The purchase price here on this deal, and the one we're talking about now is let's see here, the Pinehurst, North Carolina one. Okay. That one, that region. All right. 368K. That's the purchase price. 368,000. Now see, I like this right away because this is bread and butter. This is less than 500K. By the way, this is a lease option contract. Okay. So 368,000. That I looked up the property. It doesn't seem too crazy outside range of that. All right, by any stretch. It's a 24-month lease. All right, and I'm suggesting everybody that's doing this business to go 24 to 36 or longer now. Maybe start at 36 and back down to 24. Excuse me. Maybe make that your silver bullet, Mr. Homeowner, if I can make this agreement read 24 months instead of 36, does that mean we have a deal? Oh yeah. You guys know that's my favorite. That sentence has made me more money than you can shake a stick at. All right. You can go back and replay that if you want, but that's the gold, that's the silver bullet right there. Okay, so this guy has written this agreement where he has 30 days to find an assigner. I mean, to find an assignee to assign it to. Okay, 30 days. So he's giving himself a little bit of a short window. Okay, I like to give myself at least 60 days, 90 days now, because frankly, it's going to take you between 40 and 75 days, probably, really, realistically, to find and place somebody, unless it's just a really nice deal. If it's an okay deal. If it's a really nice deal, though, you can sell that in a matter of days. All right. But that's the thing. That's why we're talking about deal analyzing, because kind of knowing what's up with the deal. All right. Let's see what else we have. All right. We have here. Ooh, this is a little steep here. This is the option fee. Option fee going to the homeowner, to the seller. I'm going to just put seller here. You guys know what I mean. Going to the seller. Ooh, this is a steep one. Okay. 7,300. Okay. 7,300. All right. But now let's think about it. What is 7,300 compared to 368,000? Well, here's how I think about it in my head. All right. 368,000, 10% of that would be, I could do that easy in my head. That's 36,800. 10% would be 36,000, and the homeowner's wanting 7,300. So what would 5% be? Well, what would be half of 36,000? It would be 15,000. What is it? 15,509, 16,000 ish. I see. This is my math. I've already reached the end of my ability. Right. That's sad. Thank you, America Public School. Thank you. All right. All right. Anyway, option fee 7,300. That doesn't seem so bad now if 5% is 15 or 16,000. Right? So what would this be then if this is about half of 15? So this is about 2.5%, maybe 3. Okay. So this is pretty good too. Okay. So now I'm starting to think right away, this is a pretty good deal because I know right away, if the purchase price isn't too crazy, high, then I might be able to find a buyer, a tenant buyer that will come in and put more down than this, right? So this is a pretty decent deal. Okay, $7,300 down is what you had to pay the homeowner, or what the homeowner has to be paid by your tenant buyer, right? If you're signing this deal, especially. So we got a potential spread here. Oh yes, a potential spread. Nice. I like that. Ooh, I like that. We have a potential spread, but do we have a potential monthly spread? Would we want to sandwich it? I don't know. Let's go ahead and look at some further details here. So it looks like the payment is going to be 2,400 a month. Okay, 2,400 a month. And I'm looking at the contract here. That's what it says for 24 months. Okay. All right. It's a real basic, simple agreement. I like it. It's clean. It looks good. Now, does 2,400 a month seem excessive for a $368,000 house? It doesn't. It doesn't, does it? Okay. Okay. Now, some of you might be like, well, no, it doesn't. And then some of you might be like, well, I don't know. I mean, how do you tell? All right, that's a good question. So let's just take an experiment. We're going to take a class field trip. Okay. And here we are. We're going over here to Google. We're going to go, I don't know, how deep you've been into Google before, but today we're going to go all the way down into the mortgage world, and it's a CD. No, I'm just kidding. It's not. The mortgage world, we're going to get a mortgage amount here. What would somebody be paying? All right. What would somebody be paying? Let's see. What is it? What is the number? 368,000 is the loan, right? 368,000. 30-year fixed interest at 8% is what it suggests it would be today. Well, lo and behold, not even including taxes and fees, 2,700 a month. Now wait a minute. Aren't we only making a payment to the homeowner of 2,400? Okay, I need to see what fair market rent in that neighborhood is. But 2,700, I'm telling you right now, 2,700 works in that neighborhood for a rent to own deal on a nice house like this. This is a pretty $368,000. I don't know if you've been inside a $368,000 house lately, but in a lot of parts of the country, they're nice. Nice. Yeah. All right. So the difference between 2,400, which we would be giving the seller, and what we might get here is a 2,715 would be $315 a month. Let's include what the taxes and fees would be if you were doing this, including PI and TI. Well, when they go to buy, if they were to buy today, their payment would be $3,328. That's a spread of $928 a month. Ooh, have I got your attention? Okay. Now this is a deal that my friend submitted to me in a J over my JV channel. Like he wants to JV with me. But my question for him now is why would you wholesale this one when it's potentially possible that you could get 300 to 900 a month in passive income from it for the next 24 months? Okay, I'm just going to do some simple math here. Let me get out the Casio and let's talk about it. All right. So let's talk about doing 300 a month That was the shy end times 24 months, $7,200 you leaving on the table. Okay. Plus, you could probably get another. You could probably at least get 15,000 on this deal. So you're going to make 7,700 on that option fee, which would leave you with a total profit so far. And this is if the house has no equity. $14,900. 14,900. So as a JV wholesale deal, this deal is not that great. Very skinny. Excuse me. But as a sandwich deal, if I were a sandwich expert, which I am, but you could be, right? This deal is worth a lot more. This deal is